So, want to get rich in crypto? Well, I know that probably has gotten your attention. However, there's a few things you need to know before you start going down the rabbit hole of YouTube, the crypto gems, and finding how you can get rich off one investment, one token. But let me tell you that is all absolute bollocks, and you need to listen to this video and not the others. To make a lot of money in the crypto bull run, you need to understand some basic things, and this is what this video is going to give you. It's going to give you a framework to crush every single market cycle. And that is a promise because we've done it for a very long time. We're going to talk about positional holding, how you can buy the market low, sell it much higher, and beat the average retail investor, because I'm going to show you something in this video that literally gets them destroyed every single time. It might have been you in the past as well. Trust me though, this does work. We've been doing this for a while. We've been teaching since 2017, and funny enough, a lot of our members are currently doing very well in this current cycle, even though it is only just beginning. We're going to teach you how to read the market properly, how to read market cycles, and also how to take profit so you have a little nest egg for the future cycles and moving on into compounding those profits into something much larger. If you've seen me before, my name is Ash. I run the Market Mobster channel. If you are new, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It is a massive help. So the first thing we need to look at, let's be honest here, the crypto gem world of YouTube is flourishing. Retail are coming back. If you are new to the space, please look at this as a massive red flag. You will not get rich by copying someone into a coin. That's kind of the crux of it here. Too many people come to us having followed a lot of influencers. I'm not going to mention any names, but they do buy low and then they don't take profit at any point and lose all their money. They round trip, right? These are the typical kind of videos that you're going to see a lot of over the next couple of months because they bang, they get a lot of views, they get a lot of subscribers, but they're weak people. And I do apologize if this falls into you, but you might be a very cyclical investor where you're buying in at certain points, but not actually benefiting at all from it, which is why we're going to go through certain things in this video that will massively help. But we've got to get through this bit first. The absolute red flag. If you are copying people into investments, please be wary of where you're getting your information from, because if they are a YouTuber with, say, 1 million followers, there's a high chance, and put it from myself, with a 65,000 subscriber channel on my other channel, that they're all in your inbox, literally. Unless they're obvious like Cardano or Polkadot or whatever, they're all in your inbox. If you've never heard of a coin that no one's really talked about ever and is on a really obscure exchange, there's a high chance they have physically been paid to mention it in a little video for a fee. Just saying, right? So try not to copy. Always do your own research. So there's 4 phases of a bull market and obviously into a bear market. We're going to talk about those in a second, but you've probably seen this little bit of image before, right? The Wall Street psychological market cycle. This is kind of the obvious way you got peak and a trough, right? However, in crypto, it's more of a 4-way region of distribution, mark down, accumulation, mark up. We're currently in the markup phase, right? Now, this is all probably wishy-washy bollocks to a lot of you, which is fine. I don't mind that. However, we're going to dumb it down even easier. There's a reason why people make money in the bear market and they lose money in the bull market. And I know I've just said that. Why? I often say this little thing that profit is made when you buy, not when you sell. Why? And we will come on to profit taking, which is different. You need to get a very good order. You need to buy as far away from all-time high as possible, and a bear market enables that to happen. Now, we've often said this with our community, and this is hugely important. The people that stay and stick around and put the yards in there are rewarded massively. And we will talk about exit liquidity and all that kind of stuff in a bit. Fundamentals. If you buy low, the greater probability of you making money is much higher than if you are buying, say, Bitcoin at, say, $66,000 right now, right? It's a lot harder to make big wealth money, right? I invested in 2016. I bought Bitcoin when it was like $600, $700. I'm all right. Winner, chicken dinner. But that might be you in the future when you think about the time concept as well. We will talk about compounding effect. However, the biggest mistake of why, as a positional trader or holder, you are not making money is because you are in the cycle at the wrong time. That is it. That is literally the crux of it. And it sounds obvious. If you are coming back when the market's at its euphoric stage and big, beautiful green dildo candles, you've probably missed out on a lot of the gains. You need to buy assets when they feel like they're dying, a little bit dead. People are really hating on each other. It's like, oh, why are you buying that? You're an idiot. You're a loser. You're a no. But fundamentally, you're actually winning because when it pops, you look like a genius, right? So that is one big core element that you need to get in your head. Another thing that you need to understand is basic technical analysis. Lucky enough, we teach that. We have a course, we have a membership where you can get courses to learn this, right? TradingView. Simple. Problem is, not many people want to do it. Not many people understand the total metrics of the entire ecosystem in market capitalization. A lot of people don't understand what market capitalization even is, or what support and resistance is, when to buy, when to sell, right? We will talk about profit taking in a second. But when we look at all these stuff, now going back in time and thinking of a novice investor, I would just go on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and just look at an asset, go on YouTube and go, I might just buy that. Looks all right. But realistically, you're just guessing. You need to put a degree of clout in terms of brain power into this, right? Because you need to understand what's low and what's high. If we're looking at like a Filecoin random example here, obviously it's ran quite nicely, but if you zoom out enough, you're going to start seeing where it's been max pain for a lot of people buying at these sort of levels and it melting. There will be people buying peaks like this, which is absolutely scary. But another thing that you need to understand as well, you need to understand your time frames. If you're an investor, you need to be looking at the higher time frames, the 3-day or the weekly time frame at least, right? If you're a trader, probably a lot lower than that, right? So when we look at like a Filecoin, came out the gates, absolutely bang. But what happened? Well, distribution happened. People were selling off. VCs were selling off too. And it just melted, and you just got destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. You need to time the market right, and you need to understand that, well, actually, why are you buying in the mix of a bull market where people think it's going to go up forever? And it probably would have been for like 2 or 3 weeks, but obviously it didn't. And then we're at this point now, people have like given up and, cried about it. But the reality is, if you were accumulating at these low levels of $2, $3, and it's now $9, what if it does run much higher? You're going to make a lot of money, right? You need to understand the tools. So obviously each individual asset is different, right? That's kind of obvious. You need to understand dominance. I can go on a whole new tangent about that if I wanted to, but I'm not going to in this video. The total market cap will give you an idea. This is previous market cycles. Very, very simple. But look at where we are. We're in this absolute markup phase right now. Hello. Hi. Get the idea? You should have been buying in these red zones and this early gray zone. When it's low, God, it's not that hard when you think about it, right? So when you try and refresh all this and look at it, you've got to look at the speculative value of what you're looking at. Is it undervalued? What does the research say? What does the fundamentals of this asset say? Why is it so low in price? What is a token value locked? All this kind of stuff, right? You need to understand that. Once you get your head around that, you can make informed decisions, and then you can start buying at the potential lows where potential support levels, regions of key level support, you need to buy them, and then you need to take profit when it goes much higher in terms of distribution zones, right? Which we will come on to very, very soon. Taking profit. As a positional holder, you should be doing one of two things. Buying low, right? And riding it for as long as possible and taking a little bit off the table as you can. Now, how I do it. Personally, my opinion, not the company's kind of dynamic as well, because some people are different within the company. I like to take profit into mainly Bitcoin and also some USD. I want to grow my Satoshis, so I take a lot of my profit into Bitcoin or however I want to do it. However, that's growing the wealth. We need to talk about the compounding effect here, that if this is your first cycle, you need to make some money to then rebuy back low in the bear market, stick around obviously, and then you've got more money to make. Now, let's look at Rose as an example here, right? Rose came out at not the greatest time in the last bull cycle, but it made some returns. If you did pull the trigger and let's just say you bought, say, Rose, I don't know, 4 cents, sorry. And let's just say it rose up to, say, these 55 whatever levels, right? I'm not saying that you're going to get this amount of money in terms of 11, 10x, whatever, but You might have grown your whole entire portfolio by 5, 10x in a bull market. That's fine. That's kind of the average, really. Now, if you took your profit and you were able to then just wait out and wait until you can reinvest your capital again, which is fucking great thing to do, by the way, you will have a lot more units for the cost basis versus what you would have had before. If some poor bugger, exit liquidity, I'm back to it, was buying the top of this, you are selling your bags to them. Sorry, but that's how the markets work. The weak get absolutely rattled and the strong become richer. That is how it works. The weak to the strong, all that kind of stuff, right? Because it does happen. People get rattled out. Now, that being said, if you have, say, compounded your wealth and you've bought low, sold high, rebought back low, you are going to have a lot more clout. If you've got, say for example, right, you were able to buy, say, 10,000 units at this low, or give or take around this low point, whatever, cool, happy days. Obviously, if that 10,000 units is now multiplied by 5, 7, 8, whatever X in terms of dollars, and you were able to keep all that, imagine how much you could buy back at these lows and how many units you will have. That is the art of being a positional trader, where you're buying low, you are distributing profit on the way up a little bit, and then you are waiting for the crash, and then you rebuy back low to get even more units. And every single time you are making even more wealth. The degree that I do it in is I sell my profit into Bitcoin, I hold Bitcoin, I manage that Bitcoin position, I can sell bits of that if I want to, and then I can find 4 or 5 new altcoins to play with in the next cycle. That's kind of how it works. And that over time is how you get richer in crypto over time. There we go. I think I'm done talking. I've probably bamboozled you. But if you have not yet checked out Learning Crypto, do it. We may, just a little bit of a hint, be running a lot of new things coming out soon. We have some stuff in the pipeline. We have a new website coming, new content coming as well for the website, as well as a potential indicator for the traders. We are developing our own indicator to help you, help positional traders, help swing traders, help day traders, okay? Anyways, if you like this stuff, watch this video as well coming up, wherever it's going to be. And yeah, enjoy.